one's the way to run. Got property right there.
Well, first off, I want to thank my mother for always supporting me no matter what I did, and my father for always keeping me in check and calling me an asshole when I was being one. I want to appreciate everyone else for coming, everyone that came from California, Bahamas, Puerto Rico, New Orleans, Maryland, everyone that came from a long ways away to come see me. I really appreciate that as well. And also I want to thank Section 1 for doing that shadow box. Sorry it wasn't much help, I didn't even really know. I want to thank Hal's wife for doing that cake. That cake is, it's amazing. I didn't know they could do something like that. I appreciate all the, I want to thank DEA from the OPBAD unit that I worked with in the Bahamas. They gave me that bulletproof vest and an OPBAD coin as well as a going away gift and a retirement gift as well. And I want to thank everyone for all the gifts. I really appreciate all those gifts. I didn't even know I was supposed to be getting gifts. Apparently I don't know a lot. I don't know anything about that stuff. You can talk about the pros and cons of the military or the Coast Guard or whatever, but a lot of the negative things people say about it, you can always say about any job that you have. So I'm not going to go into that because any job has those negatives. So I'm not going to be downer on that. But the one thing I want to point out about doing what I did for a while is that you become desensitized, and sometimes you bring that home with you to your family. And that's one of my main concerns, because when I first became a search and rescue controller, one of my first watches, I had a man and a dog die on me, and that really affected me. To this day, it still haunts me, because a dog drowned and I couldn't save their lives, and the guy and the dog, I just couldn't save his life, and I really, I feel bad. I still feel bad, even though it was out of my hands, but it really haunts me. But then, over 10 years later, I was in OPBAD, November 22nd, 2012, on Thanksgiving, and a helicopter crashed in Abaco, and a guy died, the pilot died, the co-pilot got his arm cut off, somebody else got a leg cut off, but I was able to coordinate with Special Agent Brian Liardo that was on scene on that island to save those other 3 lives. And the thing is, when you become a search and rescue controller, in time, you just become desensitized, in which it's bad to say, but that whole time, I was thinking, I'm missing the Thanksgiving football game. And it's bad because you're thinking, I'm missing that game. What's Calvin Johnson doing? I have him on my fantasy team. And it's not funny, man. It's like, when I first start, you care, and at the end, there's another case, you close it out and go to the next. And you bring that home with you sometimes, and sometimes you're home, like, I make an inappropriate joke, you're just cold-hearted, and sometimes you don't show passion, and it's just, that kind of affects me, in which you just become desensitized, and that's really one of my main concerns that I have within myself, and other search and rescue controllers that I know as well have that issue as well. And so I was diagnosed with all kind of stuff, which I don't really care about, but what I didn't like, I got anxiety, I got depression, sleeping disorder, I don't care, but when they said I had OCD, I had a problem with that. I don't believe being nice and clean, have everything in place, a disorder. I'm looking at the Iris and Karen going into my house and house parties, purposely moving my picture frames 2 inches to the left. To me, they're the ones with the disorder, not me. Everything is in place the way I want it. That's not OCD. Period. That's not a disorder. So, I honestly believe that, to be honest. The positives, I met a lot of great people in the military, and being in the Coast Guard, you're stationed in different places, so not only did I meet good people in the Coast Guard, I also met the civilians that were in the area in which I was stationed. Let me see what else I got here. The best time of my life, of course, I don't know if y'all know this, I was stationed in the Bahamas, and that was the best time of my life. I was in a movie. I was volunteering at the Sea Lion Encounter. I was all over that island because everyone knows I don't like to fly, so I had to stay on that island for 2 years. And so I didn't do anything but just do what I had to do on that little island. That was fun. But I think the main important thing that I did in the Coast Guard is that I think I not only made good friends, I helped some friends of mine get their security clearance back because they were in debt, and I helped them balance their checkbook and what have you. And other people had them lose their weight so they could stay on the weight program and get off the weight program so they could stay in the Coast Guard. And I think the main important thing is that I probably assisted or saved well over 1,000 lives. And that's what I'm taking from this. That's it. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the day.
Hello, everybody.